What's up there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from the Msss Anomalies channel. All right, guys, this is about China's Chang'e 3, and their, I call it the Rabbit Rover, and its lander up on the moon. I'm very optimistic about it. My buddy Will over at What's Up in the Sky 37 covered it. He brought you the news, which is great. And I loved what he did with it. Well, at least when he showed the video, I was like, oh my God, look at this different color sand. It's like a far contrast from the contrasted pictures that we see from NASA. So I was very excited about that. And my buddy over there, Christian, over there at the Olympus Sky covered it as well. So I was going to do this a couple days ago myself, but I said, you know what? I wanted to take a step back. I had some other videos to do. And then I really went through these pictures. So my optimism was short-lived. Well, I shouldn't say that really. I'm going to be honest with you guys. My optimism is still strong because here's the thing. It doesn't matter if they're lying about what happened on the moon, meaning whether they're hiding these anomalies, or on Mars, or any other body in our solar system. Because here's the thing. If our countries, they're all making spacecraft or rovers or orbiters, call them, whatever it is that they're sending to the moon or planets, here's the thing. It's the next step in human revolution, or evolution, I should say, because here's the thing. These guys are getting out into space. That's a good start. I mean, because every time we do something or another country does it, it's a huge step for mankind. And that's the thing. It's going to ensure, mankind living. Because in the future, and maybe in the near future or down the road, we'll either populate other worlds, whatever. And the technology's there to do it. So I'm optimistic basically no matter what. And anybody who's into science, they usually stay pretty much optimistic. Now, do I like the lies that they're telling everybody? No. So like I said, I mean, my optimism was short-lived after I studied these pictures. Totally disappointed. They're not on the moon 3 or 4 days. And it's absolutely a cluster. I'm going to show you pictures. It's right on their site that... and I didn't even download these pictures, except for one, because I want to show you what else is in the picture. But they've got, I think I've got 2 pictures of each. 2 pictures of just the actual terrain where the, I think before the actual Rabbit Rover actually came off the ramps. There's 2 of those pictures, and then there's 2 pictures of the actual rover in the picture, where the lander takes its picture of the actual rover. So, totally disappointed, but I'm not surprised. Because keep in mind, ESA, NASA, and JPL, they're all bedfellows with these guys. So did you expect them not to lie? I mean, it's not like they all sat in one room and said, hey, China, through the years, we've actually lied to the people about what's on these planets and the moon. So we know that you're sending up a rover, so just go ahead and show what's on the moon and just make us all look like idiots. They're not going to do that, man. It's just not going to happen. So I'm just hoping one day that there's a country out there that says, you know what, I don't need any of your help. We're going to do this ourselves. We're sending up a lunar rover, orbiter, it doesn't matter what it is, or just a regular rover on Mars or whatever, and we're going to show the people what's really on these planets, these moons, what have you. Because, man, this is sickening. It really is. But let me just show you this, and I'm going to show you what they say, how they actually describe this Rabbit Rover, I call it. But let's jump right into it. I've got several tabs open. This is it right here. Okay. This is the actual little Rabbit Rover. It just come off the ramps, and you can see them right here in the foreground. Before I... this is great. This is one page I'll give you guys, and this is, you can actually see the pictures on the side here. These 2 pictures are what I'm concentrating on. Now, you go to the left here, and it says everything, what they've done lately. Stuff like that. And you can see separates from lander, takes photos of each other, so on and so forth. Okay, this page here, I love the picture that's in here, by the way. This is great. Maybe it just didn't fully load. But anyway, I love what it says right here. It says, data transmission was normal and complete. The images received were clear. The moon rover and lander are currently in stable condition. I now declare Chang'e 3 mission a complete success. So that's what the chief commander of the China Lunar Exploration Program Phase 2 says. Okay. The Chang'e 3's lander is equipped with several cameras, including a descent camera and an extreme ultraviolet imager. Okay. They could take 10 pictures a second. The U2, I'm going to call it U2, whatever, Yoto, whatever it is, rover carries a panoramic camera for real-time video transmission. Do you think we'll ever see that? Let's just see what happened. or happens, the camera provides stereo images in high resolution and three-dimensional imaging. Okay, so now they say all this, and they come up with a picture that looks like this. Yeah, here we go. But this is what I want you to concentrate on, because like I said, I've got 2 with this Rover, and then 2 without. And if you look at this picture, I mean, you can see things now. Will actually just explain this. He said it looked like some kind of weird car or vehicle to see this, but you can see it's like got an archway type to it. See that? It's just got this weird archway. Okay, it's just got this thing here. You can tell it's not a rock. I mean, it's definitely some kind of intelligently made thing, whatever it is. If you look way in the left here, there looks like this small, like, pyramid thing going on. See that? That's just strange. And you're gonna see a couple things that will they just don't make any sense. Right here, there's actually nothing here, and you can see where it's actually been blurred out right here. Okay, there's something over here. You can actually see the outline of it. Okay, there's a lie right there. Now let's go to the right of the Rover. Look at this, weird right here. Got this like weird structure thing, and it looks like it's got a pipe going into it. See that? Okay, blur, 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 pixelation, pixelation in this little crater. Okay, so now you see these things in here. They're right there. You can see these plain as day, and I'll even give you the links. Again, this right here, this, you know, like I said, there's nothing here, but you just see like this looks like a rock of some sort, and then this thing right behind it. Okay, so now this is a more contrasted picture. Now let's go to the next one, which is the same picture, but just less contrast. Okay. Why is it suddenly now you can see more of a little white, I'm going to call it a roof for lack of better word, or top. You can see what looks like some kind of weird, see it right there? There's like, it looks like it's got a cover, a top to it, and it's got 1 column, 2 columns. See that right there? It's got a bottom to it. Okay. Here's that little pyramid looking thing. And there's other weird, strange looking things right here. Again, in the back, there looks like there's like lunar, like some kind of establishment or some kind of weird building structures, craft. I don't know. They're so small. But they're cigar-shaped cylindrical objects there. And to the right, as usual, well, there's our little things right here. But then you can notice it starts to get more and more blurry, and then it fades right out, and you don't see anything right there. And then you get this right here. Looks like some kind of weird disc thing with 2 slotted openings. See it? 1 here, 1 here. Okay. Even here is slightly different, but not too bad. Okay. So I'm okay with that. Right here, like I said, just keep an eye on this here and this area right here. Now again, it looks like you got more of a, it's not, you would think if it's more contrasted you wouldn't see this, but this is less contrasted, and now you can start to see this. And this weird thing right here is just, I don't even know how to explain that, but you'll see it differently in a little bit. And this has got some kind of weird archway to the back of it. See it? Okay. There's something in the back here that's been hidden, or it's like blotched out or digitalized out. I don't even know. Like I said, I'm not a professional videographer or anything like that. But you're going to see something right here too. It kind of goes up like this, like a peak. Whatever this white thing is right here, it actually has some good definition to it. It actually has, well, when I say that, some decent detail to it. Okay. Now, all of these things are here. Now I'm going to show you the picture of, well, there's 2 pictures actually. Excuse me. Without the actual lander. But again, here's that artificial structure. This right here. To the right of the rover's got these right here. And around this little crater type. Now, it doesn't look very deep, but nonetheless, it's there. And this way back in here. And a little, what looks like a half or almost a little pyramid. Okay. Where'd the stuff go? Where's it at? Here's your little pyramid type thing. It's a little clearer right there. Here's this right here. And even that looks a little different. Okay. Now, this is before the lunar, the little rover actually got off the lander. Look at it. Where did it go? Where did all this stuff go? Even that in the background doesn't have that long cylindrical thing anymore. That's what I'm saying. What? I don't understand. You know, I'm trying to determine. Maybe this wasn't the first picture, but I don't see the lander. You know, I'm sorry. You don't see the rover. The lander's right there. You can see it taking pictures. But you look at this one here. You can see that clearly there's like these long cylindrical things back here. Where they at? And here's that other artificial thing. So keep that in prospect. Just look at the perspective here. Look at from here to here. Here to there. And you can see them in the background. Where they at? It's, you know, this is what I'm saying. This is not here. There's nothing there at all. But you can see an outline of something back here. I don't know what that is, but anyway, there's that, looks like a little tiny pyramid kind of thing going on. There's something other right here. See the way this goes up and slopes down? See that? So that's something artificial. Okay. Here's the other picture of it. Again, I mean, it's a little higher on the page, but where's it at? You don't see this anymore. You don't see the columns anymore. You don't see any of that. And you don't see these things that were around this crater. At least, well, you can actually just see the outline of them. So if you guys want to use, as usual, you guys can use your magnifiers and stuff like that. But this is live on the page. I didn't download these pictures. One I did, and I will show you why I did it, because I actually get into this picture a little bit deeper. Again, here's the two links, and like I said, you can just click on any one of these. Here's the two that I'm using. And, oh, by the way, they have another one on the 15th, because these here were on the 14th. And we're back to black and white again. And there's a bunch of fudging on that one there. Oh my God, you won't believe how bad it is. Just look around, man. You'll find this stuff. And here you go again. Here's all the details about the little rover and its lander. So, okay. Again, this is the picture. Doesn't look like much right there. Looks like it's fudged out right here. Okay. And then right there, you can start to see there's like little columns. And there's something larger and whiter right there. And then something at the bottom. Where's it at right there? It's like totally taken out. And like I said, look at the right here. It looks like some kind of pipe going into something right here. And you can see the outline of it. And it's got some kind of decal or opening or whatever that is. And there's some stuff. And you'll see this. It's all the way around this. And there's actually something inside here. So, if you look at this thing here, if you look at it closely too, you'll actually see this has some, like it goes up, comes almost to a point, comes down here, it's flat. And it's got some little things in the middle of it. And it's got some kind of, I don't know if it's like separation, so to speak, or something on the body of it. But anyway, let me jump to that. Okay, here's the picture. And even this one looks different. See how it doesn't look like a pipe in here now? See that? And look at this. Almost perfect. Nice top. Nothing missing right here out of the top of this. You can see the columns. It's right there. It's plain as day. And you can go on their site and find these pictures. I mean, you know, this is not something I did. I mean, this is from their page. And there's a little decal and www.news. You know, probably China or whatever, but you can see that there. Now let's go to the picture we like to say, or we're so used to saying. Let's desaturate. Okay. Now watch this item right here. I'm gonna put a little brightness and contrast in it. Watch this. Gets a little bit dark. You can actually see that. Now watch. Let's zoom in. And even though that's probably blurry and pixelated or whatever, but let's see. Right there's the color. Some weird thing, but look right here. If you look very carefully, there's some kind of weird line. It's overlapping this white thing. And it almost looks like this weird snake with eyes. See it? I'm not saying that's what it is, obviously, but I mean, I'm just saying it looks that way. Something's right here. And you can see it. Okay? And it actually has an outline. You can see it comes down to here. And it's all blurred out right here, all in here. This is a total mess. This is absolutely a mess. Brightness and contrast. Okay, and here's that other thing on the right-hand side. See it now? How different that looks? Even if I was to color it, look closely, you can see other things all the way around this. And it's all blurred out and pixelated in here. Let me see if I can get this here. Okay. There's something, you can actually see this right here. Comes down this way. Looks like it comes over to here, and it's got some, looks like a stripe on it and some kind of weird circled thing right in the middle of it. I don't know. Let me see if I can back up, see if that improves that any. I don't believe it will. No, but let me do this. Let me just go down to the 50% in case you guys want to look this over. This may be too little, but you can pause it right here and check it out. And I'm going to go to 100%. And then you guys can do the same here. Look it over, check it out. I think it was 100% it actually looked better. But anyway, let me desaturate it. So we're so used to these pictures anyway. Brightness and contrast. Like I said, there's that little, looks like a little pyramid way back in the background. You guys can eyeball that. Let me zoom back in. You know, this is really a shame. Because like I said, I'm still optimistic. Because no matter what, you know, how much they cover the stuff, they're still making progress. No matter how we look at it. So, as far as I'm concerned, you know, I'm optimistic as far as that goes. Get something to drink here. Okay. Now when I invert it, this thing becomes totally different. I mean, this stuff here, it just, and even this pops out a little bit right here. Watch this. Okay. This is what's strange. You can see what looks like this weird steel thing. I'm going to back out just a little bit. This weird steel thing. Let me just do a little brightening contrast and then sharpen up. So you guys can take a look at this right here. Let me just stop. Let me just do this. Simple invert. Because usually when you blur it up, it just, you know, might play havoc on the actual magnifier. Let me put it at 100%. You guys can look this over. Now I'm going to brightness and contrast it. Okay. That's at 50%. That's at 100%. Okay. And then do this right here. 50%, and we'll sharpen it up. Now, you guys can eyeball that either way. Like I said, you guys can stop it anyway. You know that. I do try to do this for you guys so you can see what's going on in this picture. But it's weird. It looks like it's metal, and it looks like it has some kind of wheel on it. Wheel here. Might be one here, and this might be the front of this, whatever this thing is. I can't make out what this thing is, to be honest with you. But here's those column things. Now that they're actually inverted, you can see them right there. Watch. See it right there? Just kind of faded out. You know, not too much, but see how like it pops in a little bit now? It looks like it has some kind of weird structure going on here. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but it turned into something totally different. Now look back here to some right there. There's something that reaches back into this stuff right here. See that? Here goes back to these things over here, and you can see what looks like a cylindrical shape or shapes. Here's that little pyramid kind of thing going on. And this is something here that's clearly hidden and it's been taken out. You can see what's, I don't know if there's a bunch of things sticking up here, and that's why you're seeing this right here. But it goes to this. There's something right in here. You can see it all blurred out right around this thing. Look at this. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Like I said, this is right here. Now, it doesn't have that weird pipe-looking thing in there. See that? But you can see, like, these different smudges and stuff going on right there. Let me see if I can go back to this a minute. Yeah, there was something right there. Let me see if I can back out. Oh, there it's going to see. Yeah, right there, there's something right there hidden. I can't tell if this is going this way, but it looks like some other cylindrical pipe or something right there. I don't know what that is. See right there, there's some kind of thing, and it's open. You can see it right there. It's got an opening to it, and some kind of shapes there, and it's got some kind of emblem or something. I don't know what this stuff is, but I mean, no matter what you do to this right here, it's the same thing. Look, that's the normal picture. And even inverting it, it just turns this white, and you can still see the outline of this or whatever it is. But you can clearly see there's all kinds of fudging going on right in this picture. So, yeah, we're already off to a bad start as far as these guys, but I'm still optimistic because here's the deal. We're going to see, first of all, we're going to see different angles of stuff that maybe NASA, JPL, or ESA haven't covered yet, or different angles of the way they take the pictures, and it'll probably give us a lot better, well, it'll give us better scenery, so to speak, or a different perspective, and it'll give us more anomalies to check out. So I'm optimistic as far as that, and the fact that, you know, and I still give them props because, hey, they're on the moon. I mean, you know, but again, if anybody thought they were going to see something really dynamic out of China, yeah, forget about it. Don't expect too much from India either. And it's sad to say that, but we got a lot better shot with the India orbiter because they're going to take different shots too. But you know they're going to be manipulated. You know that for a fact because, you know, again, they're bedfellows with NASA and the JPL. So anybody affiliated with those two alone, you can bet you're never going to see anything clear or any kind of decent pictures out of it. And it's an unfortunate thing because, you know, if you guys are into space like I am, I love this stuff, man. I mean, it was my favorite subject. Between mathematics and science, this was the bomb. So, again, I still remain optimistic because, you know, we're still making strides and major steps. So, I'm okay with that. I just wish they'd just actually come clean with it and stop doing all this hiding and everything else. So, but anyway, guys, like I said, I'll leave you the links to these two, this one and this one. And like I said, you can see everything, you know, just read up on different things, you know, because it says, you know, graphics launch procedure of, you know, Chang'e 3 and all that. And you got your information here. And this probably just didn't load right. That's why it just gave me crap like that, but that's not a big deal. And of course, it gives you photos and tells you stuff here. You can click on any one of these and check out anything you like. I mean, it's just, this is what they've been doing. So here's a list of stuff. And like I said, nothing here. Nothing here. But there's something clearly there right there in this picture. And this stuff clearly there. Now, why does this look like a pipe coming out of this with this right here? And the pipe's not there in this one. See that? It looks more of a squared off thing here. This one looks more like a almost rounded. Well, it's kind of square too, I guess. But this on the side looks a little different. It's probably because of the fudging. It has like a little bit different. I don't know if it's an emblem, opening, call it what you will. I'm not sure what that is. But regardless, we'll go from like this here is missing to like it's got some things here and it's almost fully white and everything else. So, and again, it is the same landscape. But look at right here. There's cylindrical or weird structures, whatever they are. Well, where did they go? They're not there. So, like I said, I'm a little disappointed, guys, but nevertheless optimistic. So, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys tell me what you think about the whole thing. I know a lot of you guys will be disappointed, but again, it'll give us more things to pull apart. And again, it is still a big step for mankind itself. And that's what that's all about. As far as science goes, we press on. Even though they're BSing the people, they still got the technology to do this. That's a good thing. So we will survive as, mankind. If the more people get out there, more technology, the more we test the water, so to speak, and get out there, then I think that's a good thing. So no matter how you slice it and dice it, it's still a good thing in some ways. But anyway, hey guys, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. As always, I like hearing from you guys. I like to hear whether it's good or bad. What you think they are. Take a look at the picture. See if you guys see anything special in there I didn't see. Maybe there's something I overlooked. It's a good possibility, right? Heck, I can concentrate on one thing and miss 3 other things. So that's why I like you guys, putting your 2 cents in and telling me what you see. So anyway, I'll let you guys go. We'll have plenty of other things coming up. There's always something going on in space news. So you guys stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next pick.